Today, I thought I'd do something different and talk about what I know is on everybody's minds right now. Batman's mustache. Oh, is it just me? That's embarrassing. In this video, we'll be discussing two main topics. One, why doesn't Batman have a mustache? And two, on the rare occasions where he does actually have one, what's the importance of it? Because trust me, there is significance. First of all, Batman doesn't have a mustache because he's got to maintain his secret identity, dummy. That one's pretty obvious. Some people already have the theory that Bruce Wayne is Batman, so if they had a matching mustache, it kind of gives it away. That would be like, I don't know, a well-known billionaire and like an extravagant vigilante having the same golden goatee or something. Oh wait! Pop quiz. Who in Bruce Wayne's life has a real nice mustache? Jim Gordon? Yeah, sure. Alfred? You betcha. But most importantly, Thomas Wayne, Bruce's father. He was kind of dead, but there's always family photos, right? Just look at that. That is a nice mustache. And there's a number of times where Bruce has grown a mustache exactly like that. Most commonly when he settles down, when he retires, when Bruce Wayne stops being the Batman, and that's where we usually see the Bruce stash. That's what it's called, the Bruce stash. Didn't make that up. In the hit comic book series, The Batman Who Laughs, an evil version of Batman pulls other versions of Bruce Wayne into the main DC universe and kills them. In this book, we get a few good examples of the Bruce stash. The first Bruce Wayne we see seemingly hung up his cape after nightfall after Bane broke his back to settle down with Selina Kyle and have a daughter. Another Bruce Wayne believes that he can do more good for the city from the inside, and he puts himself in charge of Arkham Asylum, leaving time for having an actual social life with his friends and family. And another was the mayor of Gotham City, who again tried to change it from the inside without smoke pellets and batarangs, but hard work and proper funding. And really good mustaches. Now, if I just get to the point, what do all of these Bruce Waynes have in common? They're happy. They're content in their retirement, and more so, they no longer need Batman.
When I told you that if Gotham no longer needed Batman, we could be together, I meant it. But now I'm sure the day won't come when you no longer need Batman.
Hey, you guys know The Dark Knight Returns, arguably the most well-known and well-regarded comic book story featuring Batman? Yeah, I don't like it. I have some personal distaste for this version of Batman, which is a story for another day, but this version does have some really nice stash lore, so we gotta talk about it regardless. Check out this scene, and for context, Bruce Wayne has had a mustache for the entirety of the story so far.
Sir?
Just remembering a promise, Alfred.
Which was?
Never again. Sorry I woke you.
When did you shave?
See? You see? Well, you don't see it?
This scene is everything to me. In the comic and in the movie, I think it's genuinely one of the most interesting and introspective scenes on The Dark Knight we have ever gotten. Frank Miller be damned. You see, this Bruce Wayne is retired. He's got a big old bushy, beautiful stash, but he's not content with his life. He's an adrenaline junkie. He's just chasing thrills while he's watching his city be turned into a flaming heap of garbage by a new gang called the Mutants. Things are worse now than ever in Gotham, so one night he's in the cave, remembering why he gave it all up, why he'd never put that cowl on again, trying to convince himself that his days as Batman were over. But you know what? He's wrong. He already subconsciously shaved his mustache in preparation for his return as the Caped Crusader of Gotham, and he didn't even realize it. I'm not kidding. The mustache is actually very important to one of the biggest Batman stories of all time. Him not noticing that he shaved his mustache is such a deep and introspective look into his psyche. I could write a whole essay about it, and it's the reason I give Frank Miller a pass on Batman. Batman's mustache is more important than you realize. More important than anybody realizes. Only I can spread the truth. The Batstache is the truth. Well, that got a little weird there in the end. Sorry about that, guys. what the hell was this video about? I'm going to go back to bed now, and therapy.